It's time for the buzz with the Queen Bee on the Devin Dixon Show. Lady.
Yes. It is that time. A little earlier today because of the finals coming up for you right here on ESPN Radio. Show today brought to you by California Custom Golf. The pros get fit. Why not you? You're playing golf 3-4 times a week in beautiful St. George. Why not go get your clubs fit just like the pros? Carson over there, a master club maker. He's got all the best technology. You can visit him at CaliforniaCustomGolf.com. He's over on Riverside Drive by Melted Massage and Be Hot Yoga. Let's get to our first story, Queen Bee. We're all very excited to see what you got in store for us on a Throwdown Thursday.
Of course. Well, we're going to start off with the Mr. Met incident. I don't know if you saw this video. I'm sure you did. I saw it before all the hoopla started. The Mets have since apologized. So basically, Mr. Met got caught flipping the bird at a fan on camera. Now, it was clear that he knew that he was on camera, so I'm not sure what possessed the guy doing it to do it. I get he was a little angry at the way the game was going, but come on, dude. And he's since been fired. What a shock. But what was he thinking?
Yeah, knowing that the camera's on,
pointed right at him.
You got to figure these mascots put up with a lot of crap, and they got to have thin skin, even though it's that puffy mascot skin. That it has to go through that as well to get to their real skin. But he obviously knew the camera was on him and still flipped the bird. And I'm rooting for this guy. Has he been fired? Has he been suspended?
He's already officially been fired.
Oh,
There's no video yet that shows exactly what led up to him doing it to this fan. I'm sure the fan provoked him. But the question is, what did the fan say? Of course, he didn't capture that part on camera.
Yes, it's sad because Mr. Met is really an iconic Met up there with the Philly Fanatic and a few others. He is one of the best, and obviously anybody can fit into that stupid suit. But I feel bad for this guy because it was probably a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah,
but I blame him because the camera was on him. But maybe I blame the Mets a little bit for overreacting to it. But you're a mascot; you got to be kid-friendly and family-friendly.
Yeah,
and he blew
you can't do that.
Yeah,
so
he gone.
Obviously, they announced he's fired.
Get him out. Yeah,
sorry, dude. Yeah. Well, there was the Mets seem to have had a tough time the past couple of days. So not only did that story happen, but officially there was an umpire crew initially ruled that the Milwaukee Brewers ball boy had interfered with Wilmer Flores' attempt to catch a fly ball. So they talked about it, but then they reversed the call. So it made Terry Collins, the manager, mad, and he got ejected. But honestly, the other team's ball boy interfered. Wouldn't that automatically be considered a problem? Why would they reverse the call? So I'd be mad, too, if I was the manager.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't see... Did you... Either you guys see this, Ryan or Mac? You guys see this play where the ball boy interfered? I haven't seen it.
See it.
It seems to... Yeah, I agree with you, Queen Bee. It's odd that they reversed it when it was the other team's ball boy.
Yeah, so I'm not quite... Yeah, the ball boy was standing with his stool. So I'm not like... It was not exactly like they just hit. They really hit. So there was no way he could have caught the ball. So that was not exactly the best day for them. The mascot, it's not the best time for the Mets. I mean, usually isn't the best time for the Mets.
Yeah, that's right. But,
so on a positive note, we're going to talk about the tennis player Juan Martín del Potro. There was a match at the French Open, and he was playing against Nicolas Almagro, who's a 31-year-old former top 10 player from Spain. So Almagro has had a lot of problems with his knee, and all you watch is as del Potro hits to him, and Nicholas just collapses. He stands there, starts sobbing, and collapses in pain. And, that story itself is really sad, but Juan actually went over the net and was standing next to him and comforting him, like rubbing his stomach, helped him, brought him water, helped him off, and then just hugged him and was literally sitting and rubbing his head, talking to him after the guy had to forfeit the match.
Oh, that is a good story.
It's one of the best
sportsmanship,
honestly, I've ever seen. The guy sat with him, and the clip ended, and he was still comforting him.
Wow. Yeah, it's
and the reporter just sobbing.
Yeah, I love stories like, he's rubbing in his tummy, trying to get it, everything's going to be all right. His career is over. Yeah. And, you figure as a tennis player, you're going to have empathy because you're in the same realm. So that was very classy. I like that story, Queen Bee.
Yeah. So there you go. So this is, so our fellow ESPN people, sometimes we have, you and I have our little glitches. Everybody has their glitches. Well, Todd Archer is ESPN's Dallas Cowboys beat man, and he had was talking to Hannah Storm on SportsCenter, and he somehow gets a phone call or something, he looks at his phone and just walks off out of the shot. Mid-shot. Like, nobody knew where he went. So they're saying, a producer indicated maybe he's running after Tony Romo. I don't know. But nobody's gotten back to anybody about why he actually looked at his phone and just walked off mid-shot. And poor Hannah Storm just looked so confused. Like, what do I do?
I love this type of stuff.
Him. Hello.
So he gets him, and he just walks off and doesn't come back, and she's stuck there with nothing to do. Yeah.
And they just had to cut away because no one knew there was no way to bring him back.
Yeah, maybe it was Jerry Jones or somebody important that had some inside news. He just had to take it and abandon the live shot.
He didn't say anything. He just looked at his phone and walked away.
I love this guy, and I respect him. Most of those reports are pointless anyway, so I like that he's rebelling against these stupid live shots at OTAs at Dallas in June. Yeah, good for Todd Archer.
There you go. All right, so soccer stories, hear a lot about, a lot of referees getting beat up, killed. There's been crazy stuff going on. So this referee gets punched by a player. And instead of just walking away, he punches back. He's starting to swing back. So they eventually had to separate the two, and another player went after the ref again. But the ref totally stood up for himself. And it was a full-on brawl, and eventually they separated him. But I was, so proud. Finally, somebody stood up to these soccer players that go crazy.
Yes, there are many stories. I've heard you report on several of them right here on the drive of these referees getting decked or pushed over after whatever. Yeah, horrible things happen. I think they should be giving each of them a bodyguard who's there to protect them because they're completely vulnerable. Give each referee at least one bodyguard to just run around with them, throw whatever, red flag with no fear that some player's going to come and hit him in the back of the head.
Yes. So, yeah. Speaking of in the back of the head, I don't know if you heard in the Giants-Nationals brawl, a player concussed his own teammate during the brawl. So the NHL has a third man rule, which penalizes a player who jumps into a fight with a game misconduct. But the MLB has no formal rule because, to be honest, there's not as many fights as in hockey.
Yes.
So Michael Morse came out. And Jeff, how do you say
Samardzija.
Samardzija.
Yeah.
God, I hate it. So Samardzija accidentally decked Morse when he came in. He headbutted him. And absolutely, they thought Morse was okay at first. And he thought he was, Morse looked like he was a big peacemaker. And now he's on the disabled list because he couldn't pass the concussion protocol the next day. So his own teammate headbutted him so hard, he's now on the disabled list.
Holy cow. I had no idea.
Accidentally, that's how intense it was.
Just going in, banging heads, and now you got your own teammate on the disabled list. Yeah, I know. Samardzija's an interesting guy because he was an all-world receiver at Notre Dame, pitched really well for the Cubs, and now his career is still going pretty strong as far as I'm concerned, and too bad stuff like this happens. But you got to figure it's like a rugby scrum. When these teams get in, when it's a bench-clearing brawl, you're throwing limbs, you're throwing your head around, and I'm surprised this doesn't happen more friendly fire where you injure your own teammate.
Yeah, brutal. And then we're going to end with a humorous story of the Predator fan who threw a catfish in Pittsburgh on the ice. I don't know if you heard about this. This guy, as I said, threw a catfish on the ice in Pittsburgh, was later arrested and charged, including disrupting a meeting. So obviously he said he's going to fight these charges. This is an old thing that people used to do, is throw fish on the ice. And they wouldn't sell any fish in Pittsburgh unless it was to Predators fans. But this guy actually brought the fish from Tennessee, all the way from Tennessee. And he's actually called himself on air on a radio show a dumb redneck. And he explained how to get the catfish into the arena. He put on a pair of underwear, followed by the catfish, then compression shorts, then a pair of baggy shorts. And then he talked to relatives to test out if he could get away, and nobody noticed. So he goes into it. The Nashville mayor is getting into it. Everyone's like, this is insane and hilarious. And finally makes a statement. And the statement itself is great. It says, "This has turned into a whale of a story. From my perch, I agree with Mayor Barry that we shouldn't be baited into interfering with this fishtail. But if the charges eventually make their way to a judge, I hope the predatory catfish hurler who got the hook last night is simply sentenced community service, perhaps cleaning fish. And finally, after this ridiculous, they did drop the charges.
Well, wait, who wrote the pun-laden letter there? Was that the
mayor?
The mayor did it.
Was that.
Love.
Because the mayor's like, come on, this is so stupid. Just let it go.
I love the mayor.
It's kind of funny.
That's great. And this guy, yeah, I agree. This guy's an American hero. He put that catfish in his trousers all the way from Nashville to throw it onto the ice.
He drove it, yeah.
He should be awarded. That is my favorite story of the segment. That's the Queen Bee. We're moving on to Queen Bee's Buzz Time Trivia next. Give us a call, 673-9398. We've got Jimmy John's, Porta Subs, even some golf. You call in. You got, I don't know if she's doing 50-50 or multiple choice today, but, man, sometimes she's nice, sometimes she's not. I'm hoping this is one of the ones where she's nice or we can give away some prizes. Give us a call, 673-9398.
Hearst General Store and Ace Hardware in St. George and Cedar City is the helpful place. When you're looking for that certain something, there's always a helpful smile to help you find exactly what you need. Family owned since 1946. Our roots are in variety, and that's what you'll find at prices that please. Satisfaction guaranteed. Whether it's hardware, lawn and garden, or paint, fabrics, sporting goods, and toys, it's easy at Hearst Ace Hardware. We're open 7 days a week, located in the heart of St. George and Cedar City. Ace, the helpful place.
It's time for the buzz with the Queen Bee on the Devin Dixon Show.
It is trivia time on the drive. Buzz Time Trivia brought to you by Coral Canyon Golf Course. Well, where? I was going to say well or where, Ryan. See, sometimes you struggle. You get on the microphone and you just absolutely struggle. Coral Canyon Golf Course, where for right now, ask for their radio special, $39. You get 18 holes, lunch, and a sleeve of Strixon golf balls. What a heck of a deal. Plus 20% off all of their golf apparel in the golf shop. That's Coral Canyon Golf Course, home of this year's 14th annual Utah State Long Drive. Give them a call, 688-1700. Also, not too late to get your golf scramble team signed up for the scramble, which tees off Saturday morning at 7 o'clock. Shotgun start. Go to sportsradio977.com. All right, Queen Bee, we got a caller on the line. Fire when ready.
We're doing NHL trivia today.
Ooh.
Okay? I know it's going to be a little
ice
tough.
cold, yeah.
Yeah, ice cold. Who was the first player in NHL history to score 100 points in a single season when he scored 126?
Wayne Gretzky?
I'll give you... No, it was Phil Esposito in 68-69. I was actually going to give you the decade.
That was tough. I would have gone with Gretzky. I would have gone with one of the big three in hockey. Gretzky, Lemieux, or there's got to be another one. 673-9398. Give us a call. Don't be scared. It is hockey, but maybe she'll lay one up for you here. 673-9398. We got great prizes.
Can do it.
We got Jimmy John's. We got Desert Palms Fitness VIP Pass. We've got Port of Subs. We've got Acceleration. And Brendan Ames over there takes care of you, you got a teenage kid who's in Region 9 Athletics. 3 free speed and agility training sessions right now. You just got to answer the Queen Bee's questions to get some great prizes here. 673-9398. Queen Bee, everybody's scared. They're freaking out. We're going to give one to...
Why are they so scared?
We're going to give a shot to Ryan, our new intern here.
Oh, shoot. All right.
I don't know if he's been around the Queen Bee very much, but actually, no. We're going to go out to a caller. We got a brave soul calling in for a chance to take down the Queen Bee. All right. What's your name?
John.
Yeah. All right. Good luck. Go ahead, Queen Bee.
All right, John. What type of horn is the San Jose Sharks when they score?
What?
I'm sorry. Tell me that again.
What type of horn? Like what sound does it sound like when they score a goal?
What type of form?
No, horn. Like when they score a goal, what sound does it make? Like nautical. Think nautical.
Think nautical.
Oh, nautical.
That's great advice.
Like a ship horn. It's their logo's a shark, so. I apologize. I don't understand the question.
I don't really either, but I think what's the answer, Queen Bee?
It's a foghorn.
Okay, can we give that to him?
Come on.
It's close. We can
Yeah,
give
we're
him
going to
a
give
high
it
five.
to you. We're all very confused, John. We're going to give you the prize. You're going to Jimmy John's and Porta Subs. Thanks for calling in. Okay.
Was that too hard?
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was too hard. He got ship horn. A foghorn's on a big ship, so I think we can count that. Let's go back out to the phone lines. Hi, caller. What's your name?
Troy.
All right, Troy. Good luck.
All right. Which player was the first in NHL history to score a full-strength power play, shorthanded penalty shot, and open net goal in the same game? Think someone famous.
Gretzky?
No, Lemieux.
Oh, it was the other one. I would have guessed Gretzky as well. Good try. Thanks for calling in, Troy. Wow, so it was a full-strength goal, a power play goal, shorthanded goal, and a penalty shot, and an open net goal. That's unbelievable. That's about every way you can probably score in hockey, I bet. Good question, Queen Bee. And gettable. You just don't go with Gretzky every time, I guess. 673-9398. I'm going to put a sacrificial lamb up on the microphone right now. Ryan, he's not a huge hockey guy like Mac. Let's see if you can stump the new intern, Queen Bee.
All right. Which player was the first to win? You know what? No, I'm going to go with this. Which player won the Hart Trophy and the Conn Smythe Trophy in the same season and then repeated the feat a second time?
And repeated the feat a second time.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Guy's legendary.
Whenever you're ready.
What position did he play?
Uh-oh, Max jumping in.
Yeah, blue liner.
Liner?
No, he's
Hart Trophy
Did
and
I catch a
Conn
niner
Smythe
in there?
Trophy in the same season?
I said liner. Yeah, repeated the feat a second time.
Wow.
Bobby
After
Orr.
he won him in the same season. He got it.
Wow, Max steps in, gets it right, proving
Mac, attaboy.
that our interns are in fact competent. Let's go back out to the phone lines. Hi, caller. What's your name?
Mitch.
All right, Mitch. Good luck. So far, only one caller has bested the Queen Bee today, I think, but we're rooting for you, Mitch. Good luck.
All right. Violently checking an opponent into the boards is called what?
Checking.
No, violently.
No clue.
It's called boarding.
Boarding. Is that right, Mac?
That is correct.
I've never heard of that. Board. Is that a
It's a penalty.
5-minute penalty?
It's usually only a 2-minute. Depends how severe it is.
So boarding's a real thing. I've heard of cross-checking or whatever, but not boarding.
Yeah.
Queen Bee digging deep to stump the listeners today. We'll take one more caller if we'd have another brave soul. 673-9398. We got Jimmy John's. We got Roy's Pizza, Porta Subs, Acceleration, Golf. If you can call in and answer one of these questions. So far, I don't think I would get it. I would have gotten any of them right, but let's see if we can get one more somebody to call in. 673-9398. You got a chance to just guess Wayne Gretzky, and maybe you'll be right. Name all the hockey players you know. Gordie Howe, Orr was mentioned, Gretzky, Lemieux, and some of the new guys, right? Lindros, I remember from the old days playing Sega hockey. Let's go back out to the phone lines. Hi, caller. What's your name?
Daryl.
All right, Daryl. Let's put Queen Bee in the penalty box. What do you say? Go ahead.
All right. This player was playing until very recently, and he was the last remaining player on the New York Rangers from their Stanley Cup victory in '94. Who was it?
Ooh, I think this is gettable.
I didn't hear that. I missed you for a minute.
So,
can you repeat the question?
The last remaining player on the New York Rangers from their Stanley Cup victory in 1994, and he's played till very recently.
Just think of the most famous player from those 90s Rangers teams.
Correct.
Also played with, I think... Go ahead.
The New York... this is hockey, right?
Yeah.
Hockey.
Yeah, hockey, yeah.
Let's see. Is that New York?
Yeah, the New York Rangers.
So Wayne Gretzky?
Yes.
Wayne Gretzky.
He played there a little bit, but it's not Gretzky. This was in the 90s. It is... What's the right answer?
Oh.
Mark Messier.
Mark Messier. I thought... tough one. Good guess. Let's give one more caller a shot. Let's go out on a high note before we send it out to NBA Finals coverage. Hi, caller. What's your name?
Toad.
All right, good luck. Go ahead, Queen Bee.
Who had their Detroit Red Wing number 12 retired in '95?
Starts with a C, doesn't it?
We're going to give it to him! No.
Cicero.
There's no C in his name at all. Who was it?
Ted Lindsay.
No.
I couldn't hear him.
Sorry, caller, what was your guess again?
Cicero.
No, it's Sid Abel.
Sid Abel. Never heard of him. All right, congratulations. No points awarded, but thanks for calling. You get points for bravery. Thank you, Queen Bee. Excellent job. Love the stories. We'll talk to you again next week.
All right, see ya.
All right, quick break. When we come back, final thoughts on the NBA Finals coming your way next, right here on ESPN Radio 97.7.
Father's Day is approaching, and you know Dad will want something special. What could be better than